Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tank12, having to call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks, where it is Under the Hammer World Tanks auction. Today, the very first vehicle is the 113BO, which is also known as the 113 Chinese Opera tank, which we can take a look at real fast. Now, this is just a standard 113 with a skin, which is a Chinese opera skin, which the Chinese server has had for about, I think, 4 years now. And they, instead of getting this vehicle, get the Waffenträger 12. Like this, that is basically the E100 Waffelträger, or E100 Waffenträger. And with the 12.8 centimeter gun, which we will probably never see again on the other servers. Now, that would be really interesting to see how it plays out in the new World Tanks meta. It never was too overpowered in my opinion. It just had the clip potential that other tanks didn't have. But other than that, like the Waffenträger was a bit of a troll tank. Everyone could shoot at it, and the turret would basically do nothing. So yeah, the 113BO, the Beijing Opera, is basically the exact same tank. The only thing is you get like special crew, and you get the special skin for the vehicle. So is it worth picking this tank up for 18,750 gold? That's what you have to pay right now because the auction is still ongoing. No, it's not worth it. I would never spend this amount of gold on a tank that I already own or that I can receive by just grinding my vehicles out by myself. So I would probably not do it. The 113 is a fun tank. It actually is. Oh wait. I have to. We have to go back real fast because the 113 is a tank that you can no longer unlock unless you already unlocked it prior. So I do have the 113 unlocked because I did play it prior. Nowadays it's the WZ111 5A on the Chinese tech tree. But if you go to the store where you can actually take a look at the vehicles that you still own or that you can buy, which they have taken out, the collector vehicles, you can see that the Chinese have the 113 right there because Wargaming thought that the 113 was no longer relevant for the game and they picked it out. So now you have the 113BO, which could be the only option for you to get the 113 because they will not be selling the other one anytime soon. So yeah, is it worth 18,700 gold? I would still say no, it isn't because the WZ111 still does most of the things that this tank does. You're basically just paying way too much for a skinned vehicle. But if you never owned a 113 and you want to have the 113 in your collection and you're a tank collector, this is probably the only time you can get like a rare tank with a rare skin. But for me, I'm no longer that kind of player. I only want tanks that are new, that are different, so I'm not going to be spending any kind of gold on this. It's also quite expensive. So 18,700 gold is a lot, even for a tier 10 tank. There are 1,500 items. I don't think a lot of people will be trying to get this one. So I'm just going to say I'm not going to place any bid. But it's not a bad tank per se. It's just a lot of gold for a vehicle that you could play if you've played it prior and if you've unlocked it. So I really don't see any reason for getting this because there's nothing different about this one than the standard one except for the looks and the design. Other than that, it's a fun little tank. If you already own it, if you own the WZ111, you really don't really need it. So yeah, that is today's auction. That is the very first one. We're gonna check out tomorrow as well. Hopefully I can check out the third day because that's going to be happening on the 16th. And the issue is that I'm going to be on a plane on the 16th towards Los Angeles. So I'll have to see if I can make a video on that or not. But I will probably post something on the at least the YouTube comment section or the community tab where I can talk about it. And I had a little bit of a preview. Like you can see, the 113 Opera was already in there. So hopefully the other vehicles are in there as well. So yeah, First day of auction, nothing too special, way too expensive. I would skip it personally, but obviously that is still going to be your choice. So, I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, have a good one.